Okay, so while we're feeling churchy, I don't know about you, I suffer from bouts of melancholia from time to time, right? Fair. Yeah, right? I don't know, I'm just looking at these people. But one of the primary antidotes for that for me is when Tamarian Freeman comes by my door and is just the bright, shining center of the day and seems to be always in a fantastic mood. I don't think he watches the news. Always seems to be in a fantastic mood and makes us all a little happy. This is Tamarian Freeman.
I am growing. I tend to make bad, terrible mistakes sometimes. I'm still young, and I have a long ways to go. I'm getting older, and I don't have a lot of time to achieve the personal goals that I set up for myself, like being the lead in a musical, getting good grades in all of my classes, or even getting the president's list. I'm still young, and I'm taking it one step at a time. It was a bright and beautiful Sunday morning, and I decided that I was headed for church. So I washed my face, I took a shower, scrubbed it up. I put my shirt on and my pants on, did my hair, and I checked the mirror occasionally for any residue because I like to look good. I grabbed my wallet, my chopstick, and my keys, and my amazing Jeep Grand Cherokee that had wonderful leather seats, a good stereo system, and an odometer with 63,000 miles on it, which is not bad for a car that I've been driving relatively for a year at that time. So I'm driving on the highway, and I'm being very careful because I don't want to do anything I'm not supposed to do, or I don't want to speed. Because there was one time I was going 68 and a 65, and the cop wasn't even white. So, like I said before, I'm driving down the highway, and I hear this song on the stereo. It sounds really good. I start jamming to it, and I hear a little bit more of it, and I start humming it, and I turn that thing up. And then I rear-ended someone else's car. I pulled over to the side of the road, and my hands began to shake, and my body gets so tensed up, and my thoughts are racing with, I feel so embarrassed right now. I feel so guilty. I feel so ashamed. I don't know what to do. I feel like a failure, and I feel like the worst human being on earth right now. I get out the car, and the people that I rear-ended get out of their car too. And I noticed something. They was dressed very nicely. And then it clicked in my head. They was headed to church too. Now it's about 11:30 a.m. and the cops finally arrive. And they get out of their car and they check out the scene just to make sure that nobody was hurt. And the people in front of me provided their documents, and I did too because I am an adult and I know exactly what I am doing. So the cop went back to their car, they wrote up a police report, and they put me at fault for following too closely, which is fair. I told them, thank you so much for coming, and they told me to drive up this exit, across this bridge, and back onto the highway. And I did just that. So I went up exit 246 in Atlanta, across this bridge, all these potholes and bumps in it, and I went back onto the highway. As I'm driving, I noticed that my dashboard is telling me that my engine is hot. It's flashing with all kinds of warning signs. And I see smoke coming from my hood again. I pulled over and I called my insurance company and told them to pick up my car. And I called up my friend by the name of Montez. As I'm sitting in the car, I kind of grew impatient. So I get out and I crouch down. And as I'm doing that, my right pocket begins to buzz. I pull out my phone and I notice that it's a phone call from my second grandma, or as I call her, my grandma Mary. I pick up the phone and she asked me, was I doing okay? Yes, ma'am, I'm doing fine. I'm okay. I'm okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes. And she noticed that I was weeping and that my breath was getting very shallow, and her response was quick and immediate. She said, hey, Tamarian, calm your nerves. Wipe away your tears. You're going to be all right. That car can be replaced, but you can't. I hang up the phone and I go right back to the driver's side of the car. Now, 20 or 30 so minutes has passed and Montez finally arrived. If you don't know him, he is very tall and has a lot of hair, and occasionally he puts up in a man bun, and his skin is a little darker than mine, and he is just this lovely, lovely human being. He walks to me, and I tell him that my insurance company is coming, and his response was, okay, let's go. So that led me to grab every single thing that I needed out of my car, and I put it in a plastic bag. I hop in the car with him, and he takes me to church. And as I'm sitting there, I notice that everyone around me is happy and they're joyful, and so cheerful. And they're singing and they're jumping with their hands up in the air and they're moving their feet. And there I was on the dirt road with tears rolling down my face and the voice of my grandmother telling me that everything was going to be all right. I look back on that time in my life now, and I am appreciative of so many things. But to keep it short and simple, I am appreciative of waking up in the morning to bright and beautiful skies, being surrounded by people who genuinely love you for who you are, and being connected to a friend who is always there to help you whenever you feel it.